all seniors. They are joined by Simone Nilsson and Lexi Tao. For the Bears, Sophia Hedden is back in the lineup after a kind of weird ankle twist during warm-ups last night. She is joined by Elliott, Swanner, LaPerry, and Bell, and we are underway quickly. Shot up is no good, and Elliott grabs the rebound. She's down the right side of the court, tried to pull up and travels in the process. Petersburg basketball. So once again, senior night, one senior for the Bears, three seniors for the visiting Vikings, and this will be the last time they're in this gym as players. So maybe we see them again. Who knows? There's a lot of alumni, at least on the Haines side, that stay involved with basketball throughout. And it's a pretty neat thing to watch players that get out of high school and stick with the game either by coaching or helping out with the game itself or just being fans in the gym. And so there's a lot of alumni that went to Haines High School here on a regular basis for the home games, and that's pretty special. And as I say that, here's Swanner with the steal, shot up hard off the glass, went off a couple hands. There's Brownell, Neva was a starter tonight for the Bears. Almost was able to gather that missed shot, but no avail, so the Vikings come the other way. Last night the Vikings started out in half-court defense and put the press on in the second quarter. We'll see what happens tonight, and there's a shot up by Miller. She's going to go to the line as Briley Swanner picks up her first personal. 2 free throws coming for Miller. First one misses the mark. Pep band is assembled. They sound especially good tonight with the horns and everything else. Drummers, there's a lot of seniors in the pep band as well, so they will be missed in the Haines High Gym. Violation on the second free throw, so Miller does not get points on that trip. Here come the Bears. Hedden picks up her dribble, tried to get it to Brownell. Nothing doing there. So key for the Bears in this one is to be strong with the basketball and keep their dribble alive, because as soon as the dead ball happens, that usually leads to turnovers. There is Nilsson driving hard down the right side, but she is stopped by Swanner on her way in. So the Vikings will pull it out and go to work. There's Tao left side looking for space, gets it up and good. Lexi Tao starts the scoring in this one. 6:28 in the first, 2-0. Here's Hedden now, bring it across. Bell on the wing. There was a nice cut by Elliott, couldn't find her and turned it over. So that was a decent sequence in the half court for the Bears. And they will go after their defensive set, 2-3 zone once again for the Bears. Swanner went for the steal, missed it. Bell was right there to cover her spot. Shot up is good. That was Ricka Miller, so she's involved early, and those are her first 2 points of the game. Hedden now with Miller all over her, trying to find space. There is none. Gets it to Brownell, and she is checked by Wolf. Dead ball once again, looking for a teammate. Got it to Hedden in the corner. It's tipped out by Miller. And we're going to have a substitution early on for the Bears. It's going to be Annabelle checking in for Swanner. Corner inbounds. Elliott gets it to Hedden. There's Brownell. Wolf on her. Trying to find somewhere to go. There's Bell cutting to the ball. Can't find her. Tipped back to Brownell. Now Annabelle grabs it, and there's Hedden. Maybe the Bears can spread out now. And there's Mary Bell catching that pass, and she is fouled by Nilsson. Coach Powick yelling out some instructions. Side out for the Bears. Inbounds pass is tipped, gathered by Bell, and she traveled as she grabbed that basketball. Turnover Bears. earlier start time tonight, as you are already aware, and the boys are scheduled for 6:30. That might be a little off with the senior night festivities, but so far we're on time. Shot up is blocked by Elliott. Wolf had a look, but not there. So the Vikings retain possession. They will go to work. There is Bertignoli, her first touch of the game. Swing pass off her hands and out of bounds, turnover Vikings. So slow going in the early first quarter for both teams. Here's Hedden now, gets past the double team, almost travels, doesn't, keeps her pivot foot, throws it away. There is Tao now. She is down the left side. Hedden chasing. It is up and good. Lexi Tao with her 4th point. Got the ball and went after the rack right away. Easy transition bucket for her. There's Hedden trying to get it to Elliott. Cannot. Stolen away by Bertignoli. And it's going to be a foul on Elliott as Bertignoli gathered that loose pass. And checking in is going to be Swanner back into the game. 6-0, 4:10 remains in the first. Tao on top, nice pass to Miller, travels. So both teams turning the ball over often in the first. There's Mary Bell, pivots, drives in, picks up her dribble, gets it to Brownell. Had a screen by Bell. Doesn't use it now, Bell has it. Tried to get it back to Neva. It's saved by Petersburg. Here comes Tao down the left side. She had Nilsson up ahead, couldn't find her. And they get it to Miller, back to Tao. Long skip pass right side. That is Nilsson driving baseline, and she double dribbled. Fans starting to file in here. Boys game follows. Expect another packed gym just like last night. Down low, Elliott has it in the post. Shot up, no good. Good look for her. There's Neva who grabs a rebound, and she's tied up. It will be Glacier Bears basketball on the arrow. Good job by Brownell getting down there and getting her hands on an offensive rebound, keeping the possession for the Bears. Inbounds play goes to Bell. Elliott has it in the post. She's doubled. Nice ball movement in the half. There's Riley driving right side, shot up, no, but she's fouled. She will go to the line. Nice take on the little curl route by Swanner. And that foul is going to be on Nilsson, her 2nd. The only player on Petersburg to have a foul. 2 shots coming for Riley. She hits the first one. Bears are on the board, and Flint, Cadence Flint, is going to check in for Nilsson with those 2 fouls. Swanner, 2nd free throw is no good. There's Elliott who grabs a rebound. She curls, goes up, out to Bell, right back to Elliott in the post. She shoots, she's fouled. Nice move by Elliott to find some space and get that ball up to the rack. And that is going to be Bertignoli, her first foul. Elliott active in the post early on, and that should be an emphasis by the Bears to try to feed number 30. Okay, Elliott does not get one. So it is still 6-1, 2:44 left in the first. Over to Flint, fresh into the game. There's Bertignoli at the elbow. She's going to drive in. Stuffed by Swanner. Shot up from the baseline is no good. Rebound, Wolf is good, and a foul. So good offensive rebounding by the Vikings that time. Wolf gets the and one. Foul is going to be on Brownell. her first. Got out of position in the lane, and Wolf had every opportunity to grab that rebound, put it back. One free throw coming. It is no good, and there's Elliott with the rebound. She'll take it herself. She's into the front court, passes back to Mary Bell. She drives in, there's Neva now, right wing. Looking for cutters. They get it down low to Elliott. In the lane, nice move and good. CeCe Elliott with the drop step. Smooth operator down low. The sophomore gets her first 2 points of this one. And it's 8-3, 1:55 left in the first. Bertignoli double teamed on top. Trying to find space, the zone is active. There's Flint now on the baseline, loses it. Brownell gathers it and gets it to Elliott. She's going to take it down the left side this time. Bertignoli chasing off of Flint's shin over to Bell and thrown away. Here's Lexi Tao now. She's down the left side. Bell chasing and 2 for Lexi Tao. She's got 6 to lead all scorers. Good transition player for the Vikings. When she gets the ball in the open floor, she knows exactly what to do, and that is beeline it to the hoop. There's Briley Swanner, nice drive up, just missed. Neva got the rebound, and we've got a jump on the putback attempt by Brownell. It will be Petersburg basketball. New players for the Vikings. Zia Hulbeck has checked in. She got a lot of minutes last night. Nice player off the bench for the Vikings. She'll take it up. Flint, Hulbeck. Over to Miller. Skip past to Flint. Looking in the high post. It is congested. There's Tao. Nice move and 2 more. Lexi Tao caught it in the lane, spun quickly, and got to the rack in about 1 second. So good job by her. 12-3 at the 42nd mark of the first. Bell over to Brownell. There's Annabelle looking for the handoff. It is not there. Mary Bell bails her out. Gets it to Anna. Back to Mary Bell. 20 seconds. Drives down the lane. Ball squirted out and out of bounds. And we're going to have a sub for the Bears. It is Emma LaPerry coming in for Neva Brownell. Played really well. Nice senior night start for her. Got some offensive rebounds. Got her teammates out of trouble on dead balls. Good job, Neva. Down low, there's Tao's spin move. Nice pass. Shot up Bertignoli. No good. Elliott, weak side rebound. Grabs it. She's going to take it herself and reverse to Swanner for the long 3. Nice awareness by the Bears to get a shot off, but they do not. The Vikings lead 12-3 after 1 quarter. We're going to send it back to KFSK. 60 seconds. We're back, ready for the second quarter. Ryan Elliott, NFHS Network, and KFSK. That was a new one by the Haines Pep Band. I've got to ask Matt Davis, the captain of that group, what they have going on. They're always keeping the music fresh in the Haines High Gym, and it's always a pleasure to listen to what they have to put out night in and night out. Good job, Matt Davis and crew. There's Haddon, loses it out of bounds. It will be blue basketball. We're calling it blue tonight. So the Vikings start out with Hulbeck. We have Odegaard into the game. Her first action. She is joined by Charlotte Nilsson, also her first action, Amelia Anderson, and Cadence Flint. So kind of their second quarter team from last night is back on the floor, getting some valuable minutes. There's Nilsson over to Odegaard. Nice baseline cut by Holbeck. Right now, Vikings are just working on some ball movement, trying to get that zone to move, and they find Anderson down low, but the defense quickly collapsed. Allie Lloyd is on the floor now for the Bears, her first action. They got a good look. They had a couple ball reversals, and against the zone, that's what you want to do. You want to move that block. So good job by the younger players for Petersburg. That inbounds is tipped away and eventually found the hands of Hedden, who leads it into the front court. There's Elliott beyond the arc. Handoff Lloyd. Long three, no. Kind of all of a sudden shot that one, and that is tracked down by Cadence Flint. She gets it to Anderson. Elliott got her hand on that one, but tipped right to a Vikings player, so they will go to work in the half court. Odegaard. Over to Holbeck. I feel like there were lots of Odegaards competing for Norway in the Winter Olympics just recently. It's just, that's a classic Petersburg name for you folks. And Bears had the ball momentarily, but it was a fleeting moment. So the Vikings will inbound right in front of the band. Matt Davis was his arsenal of horns. He's got the trombone, the tuba, and the trumpet all within arm's reach over there. Ball is swung over to Holbeck. Lost it, traveled. She kind of took off when she caught that pass as if she was going to attack the rim, thought better of it, and in that process shuffled the feet. So turnover Vikings, 12-3. We are still scoreless in the second at just about the 6-minute mark. Heading into the front, had a screen by Lloyd. Lloyd staying right there. Now Mary Bell has it, looking for Elliott in the post. She had it, now she's got it. Nice move by 30, up and good. Cece Elliott caught it deep. Nice little drop step move. She's been working on that throughout the season, and it is looking good right now. She's got 4 to lead the Glacier Bears. There's Odegaard. Mary Bell got her hand on that, tipped it away. Holbeck into the high post. Nilsson. Once again, the younger players are swinging the ball pretty well. There's Anderson, shot up, no, misses everything. Elliott had it, stepped out of bounds when she was trying to rebound that ball, so it will be Vikings inbounding baseline. They throw it over the top. Holbeck. And that's Flint. Thought about a shot, got it down low. Anderson shot up, no. Rebound is on the floor, and it's tied up. Lloyd got her hands on that one. It will be Petersburg basketball by virtue of the arrow. 12-5 with 5:08 left in the second. There's Flint. Baseline shot, good. Cadence Flint, she's on the board. Nice smooth shot by her. Heading over to Lloyd. She's going to jack a three. Long rebound is tipped and gathered by Anderson. So Lloyd came off the bench firing, and honestly, Haines needs to take more shots in general, so that's not a bad thing. There's Holbeck. Shot is up, off the glass, and down. Zia Holbeck, she's on the board. 4th point of the quarter for the Vikings. It is 16-5 now, 4:30 in the second. There's a pass to Lloyd. Gets it back to Hedden. Good defense by Flint. She's all over number 1 for the Bears. She gets it to Bell and peels out of there. Bell down low. Elliott in the post. Shot is up. No good. She gets her own rebound. She's fouled. Elliott working hard down low. Kind of a scoop shot off the board, but the rebound came right to her, and she was hacked on the way up. That will be Nilsson, Charlotte Nilsson. Her first 2 free throws coming for Elliott. First free throw, no good. Swanner checking back in for the Bears, and Molly Wolf getting her first action of the evening. Number 30 checks in for the Vikings. Second free throw is good for Elliott. She's got 5 now. 16-6, Petersburg with the lead. Flint carries it across. Over to Odegaard. Pullback. She drives in the lane, found some space, kick out Flint. Left side shot, no good. Weak side rebound, Briley. She's looking down the floor. She's going to take it herself. And she's across over to Hedden. Wasn't quite ready for that, but gathers the pass. Nice screen by Emma. Down low, they get it to Elliott. She's tied up. And we've got a jump ball. Bears basketball on the arrow. The arrow flipper at our scoring table, Susan, is busy switching directions. She's going to wear out that button. There's Briley, inbounds, 3-ball right side, halfway down and out. LaPerry fighting for the rebound, can't gather, but good fight by the Bears on that one. Good look for Briley. She will knock those down eventually. Odegaard, Flint down low. Wolf goes up for the shot. She's fouled. Nice ball movement by the Vikings, and that will be number 2 on Elliott. Defending the post, 2 free throws coming for Molly Wolf. First one is no good. 16-6, 3:17 remain in the first half. Second free throw for Molly Wolf is short. It drew iron. Rebound comes to Holbeck. She's blocked. Ball falls to the Vikings, and they will go to work. There's Flint into the high post. They got it right back to Wolf. She's fouled on her way up by Briley Swanner. So 2 more free throws coming for Molly Wolf. She's just down on the block, and her teammates are finding her with the basketball. 2 more free throws coming. (16-6), 3:04 remain in the second quarter. Second free throw coming for Wolf. It is off the back iron, grabbed by Emma LaPerry, and Hedden will lead the charge. Glacier Bears heading down the floor in a hurry, but so are the Vikings. Swanner dribbles around the arc, trying to find baseline, no space, shot up, she's pushed on the attempt. That will be Holbeck, her first personal, and 2 free throws coming for Briley Swanner. Wholesale substitutions for the Vikings, kind of hockey style, but Coach Powick said, hey, it doesn't work like that in between free throws. Oh, there's not going to be free throws, okay. The shot went up the bottom of the backboard, but now they're going to, I think everybody thought they were free throws, so now the Vikings have cleared the floor, and it will be Briley inbounding instead of shooting. Stack formation, they throw it to Elliott in the lane. She's surrounded, kick out Hedden. There's Mary Bell on top, driving right side. Emma has the post, off her foot, right back to Bell, and there's Hedden now. Back to Emma. Nice cut by Hedden, shot up is no good. Nice look for the Bears on that one. There's Briley, steals right from the Petersburg Vikings. Elliott is up, no good. Good look for her. And here's Bertignoli now with a head of steam down the right side. Elliott took a swipe at it, but Natalie kept the basketball, and the Vikings go to work. Miller on top. Bertignoli now drives on Mary Bell, and Bell just reached in. So that will be her first personal. Vikings basketball. 2:03 left in the quarter, 16-6. There's Tao. Bertignoli, they find Anderson down low. She converts, so she's had her hands on a lot of basketballs down low. Finally gets one to go. Her first 2 of the game. Screen was available for Hedden, doesn't use it. There's Emma, tries to set one, but Bertignoli slipped it. Kind of a mismatch right now with Bertignoli out on top, but she can obviously hold her own in open space. Bell gets it to LaPerry. There's Elliott trying to find her. Finally gets it down low. Kick out Briley. 3-ball, left side. No good. Elliott's right there with the rebound. Shot up. It's blocked. Good defense by Wolf on that one. And here's Tao, left side. Shot up. Good. Lexi Tao with another transition bucket. She's got 10. And she leads all scorers. 20-6 now at the 1-minute mark. Hedden drives right side. Handoff LaPerry. Dribbles around the arc. Gets it back to Hedden. There's Elliott down low again. Step through. She's fouled on the floor. That is the 3rd team foul for the Vikings. So no shots yet. First foul on Molly Wolf. Bears will inbound. 2 subs coming in. Elliott will take a break for Brownell, and Anna Bell will come in for her sister Mary. Inbounds a Hedden. There's LaPerry, wide open Swanner. 3-ball, in and out, halfway down. It is tracked down by Tao, and she's going to take it across. We're under 40 seconds in the second. Bertignoli inside the arc. Right side Miller now. Tao, Bertignoli. Quick ball movement by the Vikings. Bertignoli drives in, scores. Her first bucket of the game. And the Bears go to work. We're under 20 seconds. There's Hedden. Tries to get by a screen, but slipped through by Miller. There's Bell, throws it away. Wolf gathers. 7, 6-5. Tao's going to charge. Awkward sequence there. Ball is up. No. Wolf tried nothing. And we have reached the halftime. Your halftime score, Petersburg 22, Haines 6. We're going to send it back for about 8 minutes. We will come back and go through the first half scoring and set the stage for the second half. Thanks for tuning in. We'll be right back. Welcome back, folks. Almost ready for the start of the second half. Run down some scoring. First of all, the pep band is just absolutely killing it tonight. We usually have some halftime stuff going on, some junior cheerleaders or dance teams doing stuff, but tonight is just nothing but the band. Had some Macklemore coming out there, Lowrider. And they're just doing a great job. So let's run down some scoring for the Vikings, the Lady Vikings visiting. They have 22. They are led by Lexi Tao with 10. And then we have 6 players with 2 points. Bertignoli, Aurora Wolf, Ricka Miller, Bullbeck, Cadence Flint, and Amelia Anderson. So pretty balanced scoring. 7 players into the scoring column for the Vikings in the first half. And the Bears is a little more barren than that. Elliott has 5 and Briley Swanner 1. So we'll see if they can spread out some scoring opportunities in the second half of this one. I should have mentioned that the officials for this game are Michael Gainey, Hannah Mason, and Matt Jones. Good crew. They also officiated last night's game, so we're lucky to have them. We've got a pretty good core group of referees in Haines built up over the years, and they are vastly improved from way back when, so we're excited to have some ASA trained officials in the gym. They're doing a great job, and we're almost ready to hand the ball over. It looks like the Vikings will start with the basketball as we go through the second half here. Stay tuned after this one. Once again, what a game last night between the Petersburg and Haines boys. It was hot and heavy the entire way. A lot of energy by both teams put out, very entertaining, and this should be a packed gym by the time that tips off. That is scheduled for 6:30, and it looks like we're more or less on time for that. Second half play has started. Bertignoli drives in and scores. Found a little daylight on the left side of the lane, and she finishes for her 4th point. And here's Hedden into the front court. Elliott set a screen, rolls off of it. Now she's wide open, can't find her. Bell could not handle the pass from Brownell. She's on the baseline now, looking for the post. And it's Annabelle now going to meet the basketball. She secures it. Back to Brownell. She dribbles across. She's on top now. Balanced floor for the Bears. 2 on each side. Brownell is checked by Aurora Wolf. Starting 5 back on the floor for the Vikings. There's Elliott down low. Gets the inbound. She's fouled on her way up. And 2 more free throws coming for Elliott. Nice aggressive take on the drop step. And that is Bertignoli, her 2nd personal. 2 free throws coming for Elliott. First one is good. Cheerleaders are saying, let's do that again. And that's exactly what Elliott does. So she's 3 for 6 at the line, and she's got 7 to lead the Bears. Here is Tao. Brings it across, left-handed dribbler. Swung over to Miller, back to Nilsson on the right side. She's looking down into the post. She's going to take it herself. Elliott says no, and she tried to gather the block shot, could not. So nice block shot by Elliott, but it will be Vikings basketball underneath. Miller finds Bertignoli, shot up, blocked, and fouled. Somehow Hedden got big enough to block that shot. Good defense by her, but she a little too much contact for Hedden. 2 free throws coming for the senior Bertignoli. First one is good. That's actually the first made free throw by the Vikings. Previous to that, they were 0 for 7 at the line. So Bertignoli gets them off the schneid, takes a deep breath, and almost made number 2 short, but the rebound comes to Wolf and they kick it out. So Tao will go to work, drives left baseline, tried to find Wolf, and it is out of bounds. Turnover Vikings. So Bertignoli hits 1 out of 2. It's 25-8 with 6:30 in the third. Hedden now gets it across the timeline. Miller all over her. She picks up her dribble, tried to get it to Bell. Bell tracks it down. Wolf on her. Bell gets by and double dribbles. She was kind of halfway in between using a screen and passing to Elliott. So turnover Bears. Vikings go to work. Wolf on top, Miller. Skipped over to Nilsson. Miller bounce pass into the high post. Bertignoli, Nilsson, no good. Long rebound goes out of bounds. Bears basketball. People are starting to show up now. A lot of heavy jackets coming into the gym. We've had some clear and cold weather for the last week or so in Haines. So windy, sunny, but cold. Everybody is waiting for spring to happen. There's Bell, threw it away to Miller. Miller's gonna take it herself. Dribbles it across. There's Tao on the left side now. Skip pass. Nilsson put it on the floor, drives. Lloyd back into the game, stops her. Bertignoli, free throw line, extended, nails it. Her 5th point of the quarter and 7th for the game. 27-8 now, Vikings in control. Hedden loses the dribble, gets it back. Over to Bell. Lloyd now on top. There's Elliott beyond the arc. She's driving baseline. Bounce pass was off of a Vikings player, I believe. Apparently it was not. Lloyd tracks it down over and back. Hedden looks to be in pretty good shape after rolling her ankle during warm-ups last night, so giving the Bears some valuable minutes. Short bench for them. A lot of injuries throughout this season that they have had to endure, starting with Sydney Salmon and then Olivia Martin. Patience Nelson is still not available for the Bears, and Talis Swanner had a season-ending injury last year, which carried over into this season. So a lot of personnel not available for the Bears. Heading now across. 4:35. Use the screen by Lloyd. Lose the dribble. Try to get it to Lloyd. Easy steal for Tao, and she's down the left side. 2 more for Lexi Tao. 29-8. Those turnovers at midcourt are killers, as soon as the ball goes into the blue shirts, it's an easy drive and bucket, especially for somebody like Lexi Tao. Here's Elliott on top now. She's fouled, no call. Gets it back. Ball was available. It is gathered by Miller. She will take it into the front court. Tao up and good. 2 more for Lexi Tao. And Hedden will bring it in. There's Lloyd now, stolen by Tao. And once again, she's all alone down the left side, and the Bears are melting down. 6 points quickly for Tao. She's got 16 in the game, 33-8. And a full timeout is taken by Coach Abby Funk. We will be back with you in 1 minute. Okay, the Bears huddled up. Going to talk about ball security and how to operate with pressure in the half court. And earlier today, I'm sure folks are aware, but speaking of those winds, it's supposed to be 50 knots in Lynn Canal tomorrow. Eldridge Rock. Riley Swanner interrupted my weather report with a triple. Her first basket of the game. She's got 4. And now it's 33-11. The score looks a lot better up on the scoreboard with double digits for the home team. So good job by Swanner. She loves those wing three-pointers, and she did not miss that one. Flint into the game now. Wholesale substitutions for the Vikings. The second hockey line is on the floor. Got it to Anderson down low. No, but there is Molly Wolf. She is active in the post. Nice looking freshman for the Vikings. Grabbed the offensive rebound and fouled by Anna Bell. So 2 free throws coming for Wolf. So as I was saying, 50 knot winds forecasted in Lynn Canal. So the MV Hubbard will not sail, and the Petersburg visiting team is going to have to wait an extra day to get home. The Kennecott does leave on Monday. That's a much bigger ferry, as most people are aware, and that will make the trip. So they have a bonus Sunday in Haines. I think they were going to go to 33 Mile and probably get in the gym and do some things, so they will have to fill that time and have fun doing it. There's Flint now, fullback. Back to Flint, baseline, long 2, shot up, no, short. Brownell grabs the rebound, gets it to Swanner, and the white jerseys are running down the floor. Right side, Bell got it to Neva. Back to Bell, over to Briley. Fans calling for another shot, but no space for her as Petersburg quickly collapsed on the shooter. Now there's a long 3, long, good looking shot, just a little long. It's gathered by Anderson at the 2-minute mark of the third. Odegaard picks up a dribble. Fullback trying to find space in the lane. There is none. There's Flint. Nice move. Shot up. No good. Rebound is gathered by Bell. She travels, or she was fouled before she traveled, so that is on Molly Wolf, her second. 2 team fouls for each. 1:45 left in the third. Swanner looking left side. Bell, Swanner, almost stolen away by Flint, reading that pass. There's Elliott, gets it down low to Brownell. Everyone wants her to shoot, gets it back to Elliott. Swanner, she'll dribble left side. Over to Bell. Elliott is all alone on the weak side if they can see her. Swanner 3-ball off the glass, almost down, does not go. Good look for number 22, and Flint will bring it in for the Vikings. Right side, nice drive. Flint up, no good. Brownell rebounds, and Anderson could have maybe popped that out from behind, but she gets back on D. And the Bears go to work. There's Elliott over to Swanner. She drives down the lane, shot up, no good. Good look for her. Brownell scrapping, grabs the rebound, but it is stolen away by Odegaard. She was off on the dribble, and there's Mary Bell who gathers. Gets it to Anna. Now Elliott brings it across. 30 seconds in the third. 3-ball. Briley Swanner, no good. Long rebound. Comes to Mary. Over to Anna. Briley, she's going to drive left side. Shot up, she's fouled. 2 free throws coming for Briley Swanner. And that will be Molly Wolf, her third personal. 2 for Swanner. 33-11, 21.9 in the third. First free throw is no good, and it will be Charlotte Nilsson checking in for Wolf. Second free throw for Swanner is no good, and that's Anderson tracking down the rebound. Gets it over to Nilsson and Flint. Quick ball movement by the Vikings. Down low, nice entry pass to Anderson, who finishes for 2. She's got 4 now for the game. Good ball movement by the Vikings. Briley almost had it in the hoop on a long 3 at the end. She cannot. Third quarter score, visiting Petersburg Lady Vikings 35, Haines Lady Glacier Bears 11. We're going to send it back for 1 minute. Get ready for the fourth quarter. Thanks for tuning in, folks. Brian Elliott here with the NFHS Network, getting ready to start the fourth quarter. We're also sending the feed down to the great folks of Petersburg and KFSK Frederick Sound, Petersburg, Alaska. Thanks for tuning in down there. And the fourth quarter has begun. Stay tuned once again after this one. The boys are getting ready to tip off, and it's expected to be another fierce battle just like last night with a playoff atmosphere. Flint almost had it down in transition. Odegaard had the rebound, tried to get it back to Flint. She tracks it down, and the Vikings will try again. They get it into Nilsson in the high post. Everyone wants Odegaard to shoot, but so far she has not. Flint baseline, tough pass down low. And that was Anderson fighting through some Bears defenders. She draws the foul, and it will be on Elliott, her third. So 2 free throws coming for Anderson. Lots of bodies in her way, but she found a way to be strong and get through the contact and drew the foul. First one is good. First points of the fourth quarter. Anderson will try number 2. No good on that one. Hedden gets it. She's going to bring it into the front court. Pulls back the dribble. 2 bodies on the right side. There's Elliott beyond the arc. Gets it back to Bell. Hedden now left side. They have Swanner beyond the arc over there. Bell now baseline, gets it down low. LaPerry shoots. Almost down for Emma. Can't quite get it, but decent passing sequence for the Bears in the half court. Flint now, head of steam, right side. She's stopped, gets it over to Nilsson. Down low, Anderson. She is fouled again going up, almost off the bottom of the backboard, and that will be number 4 on Elliott. She's kind of looking around like, what? 2 free throws, Anderson. Short, checking in for the Bears. Brownell will give Elliott a rest with those 4 fouls. Second free throw coming for Anderson. Rattles around and out. LaPerry had her hand on it, couldn't secure it, so Vikings basketball once again. Flint finds Hulbeck. Over to Odegaard. Flint baseline. Thought about a drive. Brownell is there step for step. Stops that drive. She gets it right back. Gonna try again. She gets into the lane surrounded by the Bears. Nilsson now. Hulbeck baseline. And another foul. So the Bears have got to clean that up because they're just giving the Vikings way too many opportunities. That foul was on Anna Bell, her second and third team foul for the Bears early on in the fourth. Odegaard thought about a shot, doesn't like it. Flint drives in, stolen by Hedden. She has it, and she will take it across herself. Brownell, Hedden. Bears need to take some shots. Back to Hedden. There's Briley directing traffic on the left side. Now she has the ball. She drives in. Shot up, no. That's what the Bears needed, a shot attempt. Emma has it down low. LaPerry, she is fouled as she was pivoting away from defense. Nice offensive rebound for her. And that will be on Odegaard, her first. Coach Powick is savvy to the inbounds play, but it still works again. 3-ball Briley. Missed everything, tracked down and secured by Nilsson. And Flint brings it in, stolen by Briley. She was waiting in the tall grass and hopped on that pass and scores. Riley Schwanner starts the scoring for the Bears in the fourth. 36-13 now at the 5-minute mark. They get it in Nelson. Nilsson shot up is good, her first two of the game. So another player for the Vikings is in the scoring column. Hedden dribbles on top, picks up her dribble, dead ball. Swung over to Anna Bell. High post LaPerry, spins, gets it to Brownell. Swanner is all alone on the arc, but nobody can see her. There's LaPerry now, shot up, no good. Brownell, weak side rebound again. Strong game for Neva on senior night. Gets it to Hedden. Now Swanner has the ball finally. Flint had her hand on it, knocked away. And as Hedden was trying to gather that loose ball out of bounds on the Bears, Vikings will come back the other way. 38-13, 4:05 left in this one. Flint is going to take a break along with Anderson. Some good efforts by the younger players for the visitors. Hedden steals it. She's dribbling down. She is shot by Odegaard. And that was an easy one for the referees to call. Her second and team's second. Mary Bell checking back in. Lloyd back in. Swanner, 3-ball, no good. Weak side rebound, battled for and won by Nilsson back into the game. Back flow defense stolen by Mary Bell, and here's Hedden across. She is going to take it out. Bell travels, gets in the lane, doesn't travel. Hedden now outside the arc. There's LaPerry in the block. Can't find her. There's Lloyd, Hedden. Somebody's got to take a shot here, folks. LaPerry, spin move, kick out Hedden. Briley will shoot, 3-ball. No good. Good look for her. There's Hedden again. Pass to Lloyd through her hands. Another turnover. And the Bears are just passing up too many shots right now. I'm not sure why, but everybody's got to let the ball fly when they have opportunities, especially when ball security is an issue. But that's a conversation for a different time. We're under 3 minutes now. 38-13. Vikings in control. Odegaard Holobeck travels. 2:43 left in this one. Bears basketball. Here's Briley now leading the charge. Gets it to Bell, Lloyd, Swanner into the lane, surrounded by blue jerseys. Bell has it, loses it. Odegaard came up with that one. There is Nilsson down the left side, stolen by Bell, and Briley will cycle things down and walk it in. Long three, Briley left side, no, long rebound, weak side is tipped in by Nilsson to a teammate. Nice play by her. Odegaard dribbling through traffic, got away with a double, but the Vikings are back going to work in the half court. Nilsson spin move, gets it to Nilsson, the other Nilsson, Simone, and she hits the deck, tripped on Briley Swanner, her third. Checking in for the Bears, Elliott and Hedden and Brownell. So 3 new players on for them. 1:43 left in this one, 38-13. Vikings in control. Down low, wide open look for Nilsson, does not go. Brownell with another rebound. She's got a tally tonight, folks. Really contributing during senior night. I don't know how many, but I would guess 8 or 9 for Brownell. Great game from her. 1:29 remains, 38-13. Skip pass, Hullebeck dribbles across. Another ball reversal for the Vikings. High post, nice pass into Nilsson, stolen away by Hedden. A few steals by the Bears in this quarter. Coming up with some extra possessions. Briley's fouled on the way in. That was Odegaard, her third. So 2 free throws coming for Briley. She's got 6. Elliott and Swanner have all the points for the Bears in this one so far. We'll see if someone else can get into the scoring column in the remaining 102. First one is no good for Swanner. Second free throw is good. She gets the back end of that. She's got 7 to join Elliott. And we are at the 1-minute mark. Ball down to Wolf in the post. Tries to find a teammate, knocked away and stolen by Elliott. She's down the right side, getting bodied, and she had to pull back as there was no path to the hoop. She will reset. Now she's going to go after the left side. Kick out to Anna Bell, over to Hedden. Quick ball reversal, 3-ball Swanner. Nice movement on that, good look. There's Brownell again with the rebound. Here's Swanner gonna try it again. Floater, no good. Elliott down low, she grabs it, tries to pass it out, it is tipped. Here come the Vikings, we're under 20 seconds now. Travel by Hullebeck. And it's 38-14, 17 seconds remain for the Bears. Boys teams are getting queued up. Once again, the warm-up clock will stop at the 5-minute mark for senior night, and then the boys will get underway shortly after that. There's Brownell, everybody wants her to shoot. Passes to Bell, Hedden, Briley, Jacks, 1 second, no good. Final score, Petersburg Vikings, Lady Vikings 38, Haines Glacier Bears 14. Let's do some scoring real quick. For the visiting Lady Vikings, they were led by Lexi Tao. She was a menace in the open floor. Multiple steals and buckets resulting from those turnovers. She led the way with 16. Natalie Berlicanoli, 7. Amelia Anderson, 5 and 2 points each. Aurora Wolf, Ricka Miller, Zia Hullebeck, Cadence Flint, and Charlotte Nilsson. And on the Haines side, Cece Elliott, 7, Briley Swanner, 7. So thanks for tuning in. Stay tuned for playoff atmosphere boys game following this. The 20-minute clock, the 20-minute warm-up clock is running, and it will stop at 5 minutes for senior night. We'll turn the mic on for that. This is Brian Elliott with the NFHS Network and KFSK. Stay tuned for the boys game coming right up.
JC isn't just a senior on this team. He's been one of my biggest influences in my life, on the court, and just in general, as a friend. Everyone sees the hard work and dedication he puts in practice, but what means most to me is who he is off the court. This summer, for example, when I felt like quitting sports in general, and I didn't know if I wanted to keep going, JC didn't let me give up. He worked out with me, went to the gym with me, and he kept pushing me when I didn't believe myself. I'm still here because he kept me going. He's been there for me in everything, whether it's basketball, track, music, or just life in general. Whether it be playing guitar, giving advice, or showing me, not giving up when things get hard, he's always been someone I can count on. JC, thank you for being more than a teammate and more than a friend in general. I'm very proud to be standing beside you tonight.
Short, sweet.
Welcome back. It's night 2. Petersburg Vikings, Haines Glacier Bears. The top 2 teams in Region 5 2A right now battled all night long. Haines built the lead, but the Vikings came storming back in the fourth quarter, outscoring the home team 14-5, and they made things tense for the Bears down the stretch. It was a final score, Haines 49-41. And if you weren't tuning in last night, Coach Rick Brock was honored as the John Wooden Award winner for the state of Alaska. Very deserving for him. If you were tuning in just a few minutes ago, it was senior night here. So we are saying thanks for 4 years of hard Glacier Bears basketball to seniors Colton Combs, J.C. Davis, and James Stickler. And their story is very much not written yet on this season, as they have high aspirations on how far they can take this team down the stretch. You may be aware the Glacier Bears head down to Metlakatla after this series, and the Petersburg Vikings are finishing out their conference schedule with a series versus the Wrangell Wolves. Starting for the Vikings, same 5 as last night: Pollock, Tao, Knudsen, Aiden Knudsen, that is, Ben Candle, Camden Johnson. Same starting 5 for the Bears: Isaac Jones, Brody Farron, John Caleb Davis, James Stickler, and Colton Combs. It was kind of a tale of 2 halves for the Bears. They were led in the first half by J.C. Davis with 9 and Brody Farron 11, while senior captain Combs had 1 point in the first half, and then he really kicked it into gear in the third quarter with 10 points in the third quarter alone. So it's going to be a much different story tonight. You can bet on that. And we're almost ready to tip off. Your officials, same as last night. Also, Matt Jones, Hannah Mason, and Michael Gainey. Everyone's in place. The balloons have been dispersed. The speech is done. The gym packed. Welcome to 2A basketball, folks. Thanks for tuning in. And the tip is up. Tip backwards by Stickler, gathered by Jones, and we are underway. Man-to-man defense for the Vikings, just like last night. Stickler in the high post, gathers it, squares up, gets it to Davis, drives down, Knudsen on him, shot up, he's fouled. Nice aggressive take, J.C. Davis right into the teeth of Aiden Knudsen, and he commits his first foul of the game, getting some instruction from Coach Brock. Nice attack early on. That's what J.C. Davis did last night also. He did not hesitate with the basketball going to the hoop. First free throw is no good. Second one coming right up. He gets the back end, and the Bears are on the board. Here's Powick now. Into the front court. Combs overplaying his left hand. There's Tao, who pops out beyond the arc. Johnson over to the right side. Kendall. Vikings reversing the ball. 3-ball left side. Got it. Noah Powick with the triple. He's on the board. Left side 3-ball. Knocked it down. Here's Combs now. Over to Farron. Petersburg bench right in front of me, making some noise. Haines fans answering. Farron has it, Johnson on him. There's Combs, 3-ball left side, no good, but there's Stickler on the weak side, goes up, in and out, can't get it. Nice look for him. Tao grabs it off the rim, and the Vikings are in the front court. Tao over to Johnson. J.C. Davis on Tao. There is Kendall with Isaac Jones on him. Johnson, the freshman, I believe, strong game last night. Here's Knudsen now looking for space. Stickler steals it, gets on the deck, grabs it. Jones had his hands, it squirts away right back into James Stickler. Great defense by the senior. Combs into the front court. Farron right wing. drives down on Johnson. Quick ball reversal, Jones, Combs. Stickler on the block, tries to get a shot off, kick out to Isaac Jones, 3-ball. No good, back iron. Rebound athletically gathered by Combs, and he will bring it out and reset. Bears go to work in the half. There's a skip pass, Brody Farron, 3-ball. No good, weak side, battled for, and 2 players hit the deck. We're going to have a waiting for the call. They're going to say foul on Stickler. So that's his first foul. I saw 2 players going up, but Stickler must have made some contact that I could not see. So it will be Vikings basketball. Baseline, full court pressure by the Bears. Knutson quickly to Pollack. He's going to drive left side, up and no good. Farron had it, can't gather. Up and no good for Johnson. Johnson gets it back again. Coach Combs yelling at his boys to rebound, and the Vikings travel, so turnover Petersburg. And it will be Farron inbounding. Combs getting instructions from Papa Combs as he dribbles it across. 3-1 Petersburg leads, 5:30 left in the first. Stickler in the high post. Gathers, squares up, gets it back to Combs, fakes it, drives baseline, kick out Stickler. He's plowing his way down, shot up, and good. James Stickler through the arms of the Petersburg defender, finishes. 3-3, nice strong take by the senior. Now it's left side, Johnson. Aiden Knutson on top, gets it over right side. That's Powick. He's talking to Jones. Meanwhile, the action continues, and through the hands of Isaac Jones. Brock and Matt Jones having an argument during the course of play. Not typical, but that's what I'm seeing, and it will be Petersburg inbounding on the baseline. There's Knutson, gets the inbound, goes up short. Rebound is ripped out of there by Farron. He'll take it himself across. Bears in transition, kick out, JC fakes the 3, Farron. Right back to Combs, nice ball reversal, Bears. Isaac Jones, Farron now drives in the lane, gets harassed, loses it, and it is gathered by 2 players. It was Candle and Combs wrestling for the ball, jump ball, and checking in is Lutomsky for the Vikings. Aiden Knutson taking a break. Full court pressure is back. Trying to find Powick, cannot. Combs is all over him. They get it to Lutomsky, fresh into the game. There's Johnson down the left side. Quickly into the front court. Candle's going to try a drive. Kick out Lutomsky, almost loses it and throws it away. So good defense, good defensive pressure by the Bears. Results in another Vikings turnover. 3-3. This game starting out a lot like last night. Pretty scrappy, hard-fought possessions by each team. Here's Combs now, uses the screen, gets into the lane, hop, jump up, shot, good! Somehow Colton Combs pokes that ball into the rim. Tough look for him, but he gets it to go, and that's his first bucket of the game. Last night he waited until the third quarter for his first basket, so he is ahead of the pace. There's Johnson now, Farron step for step. No space to operate. Powick now is going to try to drive left side, and we've got a block on Combs. This is a tough game to officiate, folks. Lots of contact on every possession, but Combs gets whistled on that one, his first. A moment of calm before the Vikings inbound. Candle now, Isaac Jones on him. Johnson over to Tao, looking for a cutting Powick, can't find him. There's Lutomsky now. He's harassed by James Stickler, nowhere to operate. Bears swarming man-to-man defense all over the Vikings. Trying to find Lutomsky in the post, cannot. There's a shot up, Johnson nails it. Camden Johnson for 2. And it's 5-5, 3:15 left in the first. Isaac Jones, 3-ball baseline, triple! Isaac Jones, he was waiting on that pass all alone, squared up in rhythm, knocks it down. His first bucket of the game. And it's a big one. 8-5 now Bears. 3 minutes in the first. Handoff to Powick. Brock yelling move to his troops. There is Candle out to Johnson. They're patient, but there is not a lot of daylight in the half court for the Vikings. Pauk now puts it on the floor, tries to get into the lane, and there's an offensive foul on Logan Tao as he was trying to find space in the lane, and Coach Brock wants an explanation. Barron, Combs, he'll walk it across. Pauk on him, handoff. Isaac Jones reverses his dribble, finds some space. He's bumped as he goes up. No, not good. Nice take by Isaac. There's Johnson now. Over to Tao. Knudsen battling J.C. Davis. He is back into the game. Stickler is out for Kyron Sweet. There's Johnson, drive, runner, no good, halfway down and out. Ball tipped out to Tao. There's Knudsen, he's got a triple all alone, and he nails it. Aiden Knudsen took a moment to compose himself and hits the triple. We're tied at 8, under 2 in the first. Isaac Jones gonna take a long three. Got it! Isaac Jones with a heat check, and he answers. And there is a foul after the shot. The referees are talking things over. Jones was feeling it, let it fly, and nothing but net for the sophomore. And we're going to get an explanation on what the call is. Referees are still talking. No report to the scores table yet. We're going to figure this out. Okay, the foul is on Logan Tao, his second, and it was, I believe, a dead ball foul after the made shot, so it will be Vikings basketball. But Tao picks up his second, and he's going to take a break, and Lutomsky checks back in for the Vikings. So 2 whistles in a row on Logan Tao, kind of just excessive grabbing of his opponent, once on the offensive end and that time on the defensive end. So play resumes, 1:45. Haines with an 11-8 lead. Pauk trying to operate on Combs. Tough customer. There is Knudsen, the other Knudsen, Mason. Gets his first bucket of the game. Got into the lane pretty easy on that exchange and knocked it down. So it is 11-10, 1:15 left. Sweet sets a screen on Pauk. Can't get through though. There's Brody Farron. Fake the pass to JC. And there's Combs. Farron trying to find space in the lane. Stolen away Pauk. Combs got a hand on it. Pauk 1-on-3. He's going to pull out. Sweet grabs the basketball. But it's going to be a foul on Kyron Sweet, his first. Kendall is going to check in for the Vikings. Rough and tumble first quarter once again. Intensity level high. Aiden Knudsen's going to take a break. Stickler checking back in for the Bears as Coach Combs is rotating his guys quickly, giving Colton an extra minute breather before the quarter ends. There's Mason Knudsen, left wing shot, no good. Kyron Sweet rips it down, tried to dribble, loses it, kept his foot, no he did not, as Candle was harassing Kyron Sweet. Coach Combs wanted to foul, a lot of contact in there, but that will be a turnover Bears. And checking in for the Vikings is Holmgren, so lots of substitutions. The scorers table wants someone's attention to have Holmgren check in. A little chaotic out on the floor right now. Pauk will sit down. Holmgren is in. Vikings will operate. Mason Knudsen over to Lutomsky. Bench players in for the Vikings. There's Johnson. Swung over to Mason Knudsen. Lutomsky had the post, couldn't find him. 35 seconds in the first. Johnson right side now. JC helped out, picked him up. Good switching defense by him. There is Holmgren. Davis on him, dead ball. Mason Knudsen bails him out, another dead ball. Candle using his forearm to get space. He's whistled. Excuse me, that was on Isaac Jones. I saw it a different way, and Isaac is going to have a talk with his dad during the next family dinner about that call. There's Candle. Johnson faked the handoff. He's going to drive in. Farron waiting for him. Gets into the lane, hops, stops, ball tipped out by Isaac Jones. Good defense by him, collapsing down on that drive by Johnson. 7.9 remain as the Vikings inbound. They get it into Candle, quickly swung over to Holmgren. Back to Johnson on play America. Did not work. Travel before the shot, no good. Haines leads 11-10. We're going to send it back to KFSK for 60 seconds. Okay, we're back for the second quarter. Brian Elliott, NFHS. Gainey does his patented put the ball on the floor and start the 5 count, but we are underway. Combs, Farron. 4 fouls for the Bears and 3 for the Vikings. Sweet takes it and he's fouled on the way in. No, that's a charge. That is a charge on Kyron Sweet, his second. And it will be Vikings basketball coming back. So Bears start out with Combs, Sweet, Jones, Farron, Stickler. Vikings, Aiden Knudsen, Mason Knudsen, Powick, Candle, and Holmgren start the second quarter for the visitors, and they operate in the half court. Candle left side now. There's Holmgren on top, right side. Powick into Aiden Knudsen, high post, drives in, bowls his way in, shot up, no good. Nice soft touch by Aiden Knudsen, could not get it to go. He is a lot to deal with in the lane. James Stickler is holding his own. Combs drives in, kick out. James Stickler not in a position to shoot. He drives down the lane, he's picked from behind by Powick. Vikings in transition, Candle right down the lane, left side, Powick shot up, no good. Had a look, couldn't get it to drop. Ball is tracked down by Powick, quickly into Mason Knudsen, and he's going to get an and one as he put the ball up. Basket is good, and that's on Colton Combs, his second. Knudsen for 1. 12-11, Petersburg takes the lead back. Coach Combs getting an explanation on that call. Like I say, this is a tough game to officiate. Lots of contact throughout. Both teams playing extremely hard in this playoff atmosphere. Mason Knudsen, 3-point play the hard way. He played the entire, or at least a lot of the JV game, and now he leads the Vikings in scoring with 5. 13-11. Bears go to work. Kick out. Isaac Jones, 3-ball, baseline, in and out. Good looking shot for him. Ball is tipped out to Knudsen. Grabs it, and Powick will bring it across. Pass to Candle. Powick over to Aiden Knudsen. There's Mason now. Sweet all over him. Finds a gap. Shoots it. Kick out to Holmgren. Knudsen beyond the arc. Mason on a drive, shot up is good. And we're going to have another and one by Mason Knutson, who is having his way in the lane. And that foul is on Isaac Jones, his second. So some foul carnage for the Bears. Checking back in is J.C. Davis. Combs looking for the senior to calm things down in the lane. Vikings are finding some space in this quarter and attacking the rim, especially Mason Knudsen. One free throw coming for him. It is in and out, and there's Stickler to grab the rebound. Here come the Bears, down 15-11, 6:05 in the second. Combs charges, backs out. Farron swings it to Combs, trying to operate on Powick. There's Farron, gets it into Stickler. He's up, he's fouled, knocked down, and he will be shooting two. Knudsen just could not handle the big fella coming in. And I don't know what official Gainey just said, a bench warning. Both coaches are walking the entire length of their side of the gym, so I'm not sure what exactly Combs did, but it's a bench warning. Two for Stickler. First one, he knocks it down. Nice soft touch from the big fella. Aiden Knudsen will sit down with those two fouls. The Bears have three players in foul trouble. Sweet, Jones, and Combs all have two. The gym is quiet. The second free throw goes in. 4 for Stickler. Knocks down both of those first points of the quarter for the Bears. Johnson to Powick. Combs wants him to go right. There's Kendall now. James Stickler gets in the way of a pass to Lutomsky. Gets it to Farron. He's charging hard. Kick out three on top. Stickler. Long rebound. Gathered, tracked down by Stickler. He tipped it to Isaac Jones. Nice alert play by number 35. Brody Farron now. He's looking for his first points of the game. Jones swings it to JC. He's got Campbell on him. Farron with Mason Knudsen on him. They tried to get it him to Stickler. Knocked out of bounds by the Vikings. It will be Haines basketball on the baseline. Farron sends in the play. Screen for Combs. They throw it over the top. Combs has it. Powick is dug in, ready for movement. Combs used the screen, kick out Farron. Passes up the three, kick out Stickler. Isaac Jones on top. Bears being patient. There's a three ball. Farron got it. Triple. Brody Farron finally decided to launch a long ball, and he finds the net. Haines back into the lead. 16-15 now. 4:40 remains in the second. There's Johnson. Powick quickly swung over to Mason Knudsen, getting big time minutes in this one. Right side, Lutomsky. Stickler on him. Vikings chucking it around the arc, looking for something inside. So far, there is nothing. Kendall, dead ball, finds a cutting Johnson, scores. Nice cut on the dead ball by Camden Johnson. Kind of surprised the Bears on that one. He converts. Vikings lead again. There's J.C. Davis, handoff. Isaac Jones, three ball, misses everything, but Combs is right there to track it down. So is Powick. No room to operate for Combs. And we've got a push by Powick. That is number 1 for number 12. And it is the second team foul for the Vikings. Kyron Sweet is going to spell Brody. Good job by Farron. He's such a competitor. He fills up the stat sheet and just contributes in a lot of different ways to help his team. Isaac Jones, Kyron Sweet's going to take a three ball left side. Front rim, battled for. There is Sweet and Candle. There's Combs tying him up. Combs and Candle on the jump ball tie-up, and it will be Vikings basketball on the arrow. 3:44 left in the second. Vikings with a 1-point lead. There is Powick. This time Combs overplaying the right-hand side. Right. Now he's squared up. Okay. Candle down into the post. Kick out. There's Powell now, left side, drives in, and there's going to be a foul on Combs, and I'm sorry, folks. I do not agree. I am the home announcer. But that is number 3 on Combs, just moving his feet in front of Powick. So Coach Brian Combs is going to have to make a decision now on what to do with his point guard. There's Knudsen. Swung over to Powick. Right side, Morgan picks up his dribble. Over to Johnson. Left side, Powick now. Combs dug in. He's got to be very careful with those 3. There's Johnson. Very deliberate by the Vikings. Drive in Powick. He's stopped. Kick out Morgan. 3 ball. Mason, excuse me. Hits it. Mason Knudsen is a force in the second quarter. He's got 8 points and 8 out of 10 for the Vikings. Mason Knudsen. 30. Full timeout, actually. A full timeout by Coach Brian Combs. They're going to try to settle things down, and we're going to send it back to KFSK. The Imperial troops are marching, and the Vikings have a 4-point lead with 2:40 left. And in this one, in the second, Brody Farron is swung over, and he will probably handle a lot of the point guard duties as Combs is on the bench. Farron, 3 ball, got it! Triple, Brody Farron, his second of the quarter. They need that, and Combs on the bench. They need points from everyone else. There's Powick, drives in with the kick out to Lutomski. Into the game for the Vikings. Johnson on top. Mason Knudsen, you can't take him off the floor if you're Coach Brock. He's had a huge quarter, and he remains out there. There's Powick with the drive in. JC defending. He gets it. Powick's second bucket of the game. He's got 5, and it's 22-19 under 2 in the second. Farron picks up his dribble. Dead ball. There's Isaac to bail him out. He will go to work on the right side. Kyron takes the handoff, looking for space down low. Over to Farron, fakes the 3. He's got Holmgren on him. There's Isaac into the lane, looking for the kick out. And there's JC to bail him out, loses it for a moment. Isaac Jones will go to work. Powick on him. Brody, 3 ball right side, off the back iron. Grabbed by Lutomski, knocked out of bounds by Sweet, so it will be Vikings basketball. 1:23 left in the second. Kendall will inbound, full court pressure, back for the Bears. Sweet is on Johnson. Johnson gets a step on him. Sweet stride for stride, he recovers and gets in front. Powick all the way to the right side, shot up, no, blocked by Stickler. There is Sweet looking down, but the black jerseys are back. Farron fakes a 3 in the right corner, gets it over to Sweet beyond the arc. There's James Stickler down low, working on Lutomski, 2. James Stickler bowled his way in and finishes. He's got 6, 22-21, 50 seconds left in the first. Knudsen looked back at coach while he had the ball, getting some instruction. There's Powick down the lane. Hard pass to Candle, couldn't handle that one, but Knudsen comes away with it. Out to Powick, and they reverse it. Johnson, now it's Mason Knudsen sneaking out to the right side, but no space to shoot. 23 seconds left in the first half. There's Johnson, sweet on him. Tries to make a move, nothing doing. Farron on Knudsen. Lutomsky tries to drive, nothing. 10 seconds now. Powick down the lane, wild shot up and no good, hard off the glass. There's Stickler. 4, 3, 2, 1. Isaac Jones launches, no good. Halftime score. Petersburg Vikings 22. Haines Glacier Bears 21. We've got 10 minutes on the halftime clock. We will be back in about 8 minutes to go through first half scoring and set the stage for this highly competitive second half about ready to happen. Stay tuned, folks. Welcome back to Region 5, 2A boys action. Brian Elliott in the Haines High School Gym, NFHS Network, and KFSK in Petersburg, Alaska. We are getting ready for the second half. Pretty eventful first half. Haines in some foul trouble. Colton Combs with 3. Isaac Jones 2, Kyron Sweet 2, and on the Petersburg side, Logan Tao and Aiden Knutson 2 fouls each. So we'll see if that is a factor in the second half. The visiting Vikings are led by Mason Knutson, the sophomore off the bench, with 10. Noah Powick 5, Camden Johnson 4, and Aiden Knutson 3 points. Hit a triple in the first quarter for the Bears. They are led by 3 players with 6 points. James Stickler, Isaac Jones, Brody Farron. Colton Combs has 2 and JC Davis 1 point. 4 free throws attempted for Haines, 3 out of 4. 2 free throws attempted for the Vikings, 1 out of 2. And this game is pivotal for standings in the 2A conference. Each team has 2 losses as they head down the stretch in anticipation of the Region 5 tournament in Juneau starting on March 4th. So that is right around the corner. 1 series remained for each team. The Glacier Bears travel down to Metlakatla for a road series, and I believe Petersburg is at home, but they play the Wrangell Wolves to finish out their conference schedule next weekend. Bears operating in the half court. There's Combs who gets in the lane, shot up off the glass and down. Colton Combs with his second bucket of the game. The Bears need to get him unlocked in this one, and they need some points from number 3. And he takes the lead for the Bears. They now lead by 1 early in the third. Colton Combs is now guarding Candle, maybe to take him off the point of attack and massage those 3 fouls. There's Tao down low. He finishes his first bucket of the game. Logan Tao had position. Combs had to lay off down low, and he finishes 24-23 now. Vikings back in the lead. We've had a lot of lead changes already. Farron tried to find Combs up top. Combs made a cut to the hoop right as the ball left Farron's hands. Jones tried to save it, but it will be a turnover. Bears fans still filing in from halftime. We're under 7 minutes to go in the third. Vikings clinging to a 1-point lead. Powick takes it over. Jones now checking him. Combs is on Candle. JC on Tao. There's Aiden Knutson down low. Farron on him. In and out. Can't get it to go. Farron will take it himself. He's got Isaac Jones on the left wing. Thinks better of that pass. And here's Combs now knifing in, but nothing is there as Powick is step for step waiting for him. Farron has some space. Gets in the lane. Shot up. Good. Nice finish. Brody Farron found a little space in the lane and made it all the way to the promised land. He's got 8 now. Nice bucket for number 22. Haines back with a 1-point lead. Almost 6-minute mark of the third. Tao, Davis on him. Aiden Knutson on top. Vikings with their methodical half-court ball movement as usual. Candle, right wing, nowhere to go, dead ball. Got it into Knutson, spin move, shot up, contested by Stickler, and no good. Ball tipped to Isaac Jones, who brings it into the front court. Reverses his dribble, there's Combs, nice fake, pulls back. Triple now from the left side, no good, long rebound, comes to Candle. He picks up his dribble, gets it to Johnson into the front court. Tao had position down low momentarily on Davis. They cannot find him, so they will go to work. Right side, Tao gets into the lane, elbow area. They tried to get it to him in the post, thrown away. Here's Isaac Jones now, 2-on-2. The Euro step is up. He's fouled on his way in. Nice take by number 1, Isaac Jones. He will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. There's a discussion with Knutson and the official. Conversation over. That foul is going to be on Candle, so that's his first personal. Looks like Mason Knudsen is ready to check in, getting some instruction from Coach Brock. Isaac Jones knocks down the front end. Freshman Johnson will take a break. Second free throw is good. Jones hits both. He's got 8. Bears need that scoring from all available places tonight in this tight one. 27-24 now. Bears with a 3-point lead, under 5 in the third. Powick will settle things down for the Vikings. Tao faked a handoff, now gets into the lane. Awkward dribble, and Isaac Jones came over to contest that shot. Jones is really putting together a solid ball game for the Bears. J.C. Davis fakes a 3, drives baseline, loses the handle. Ball is tipped, it's available, it is grabbed by Tao. And here comes Candle, 1-on-2. Now he gets by Stickler and scores. Ben Candle with a nice move to the rack. Stickler was in front of him momentarily. He weaved his way around and found daylight. His first 2 points of the game. Vikings within 1. Davis right side, Combs, Farron, 3-ball on top, in and out and back in. Brody Farron. Ball was rolling around the rack for a while. It finally drops. He's got 11 now to lead the Bears. Big 3-pointer by the junior Farron. Mason Knudsen gets it over to the right side. That's Pollack now driving. Jones on him, and he's whistled, got his hand caught in the cookie jar, and that will be number 3 on Jones. So 3 on Combs, 3 on Isaac Jones, and the Vikings will inbound. No, excuse me, they will shoot 2. That is Powick at the line. First free throws for him. First one is no good. Jones getting some instruction from Coach Combs as we wait for the second free throw. 3:35 left in the third. Second one does not make the mark. James Stickler grabs it out of there. Tao hit the deck and he is hobbled as he goes up, but meanwhile Colton Combs all the way to the rack, finds the bucket in the tall trees, and we have an official timeout as Tao hit the deck on that rebound free throw. And the officials have, once again, we're trying to figure out what the signal is. I believe it's an injury timeout, and that's what we're going to go with. I do not have a timeout recorded for the Vikings. They have all 5, and the Bears have 2 fulls, 2 30s. So play resumes. 3:10. Bears clinging to a 6-point lead now. Candle picks up his dribble, dead ball. Combs went out to meet him. Aiden Knudsen tried to get it to Mason Knudsen, fumbled away. There's Farron. He's up against traffic, scores! Brody Farron is breaking out. He finishes again. He's got 13, and Coach Rick Brock wants a timeout and talk things over. That's a full one. Very impressive game from Brody Farron, who has absolutely come alive in the second and third periods of this one. We're going to take a 60-second break. That was an absolute tough transition finish by Brody Farron. right before the timeout. He had black shirts hung all over him. Kind of finished somewhat awkwardly to the left as he was weaving through traffic, but wow, what a finish by the junior. And it's 34-26, 2:45 coming out of the timeout. Over to the right side, Johnson, Candle on top. Left side, Powell now. Isaac Jones checking him. There's Mason Knudsen, 3-ball on top. No good. Good looking shot for him. Candle rebounds and scores. Ben Candle has come alive for the Vikings in the third. He gets his 4th point of the quarter and the game. There's Combs, picks up his dribble. Dead ball. Somebody needs to bail him out. There's James Stickler down low. Up and good. His first bucket of the quarter. He was in the right spot at the right time on that dead ball by Combs, and he finishes 36-28 at the 2-minute mark. Powick, kick out Johnson, handoff Powick on top Knudsen. Quick ball movement by the Vikings, finds nothing. Aiden Knudsen now into the lane, kick out, Johnson 3-ball, left side, no good. Nice controlled shot by him in rhythm, and the Bears fumbled the rebound away out of bounds. Never really got possession of that one. Once again, those 3 balls, 70% go to the weak side. That is your neato stat of the day. Powick is going to take a break. He's been working hard all game, and he's going to get a breather. Here come the Vikings now triggering from the baseline, and Stickler fell down. He got plowed by somebody, and that foul is going to be on Aiden Knudsen. Stickler doesn't just fall down on his own, and we've got a warning on Coach Dino Brock. If you see James Stickler get knocked down, there's a good chance there's a foul. He is a load to deal with, and that's what they called on that one. Looks like Lutomsky is going to check in for the Vikings. Combs will operate, still with those 3 fouls, massaging it well. Stickler wanted it in the high post, but too much traffic in the way. Combs dribbles in, spin move, gets into the lane. A lot of contact, can't get it. Candle comes away with it. He's going to lead the charge down the right side. Knudsen setting up shop on the right block, but they cannot find him with the basketball. There's Candle now. Knudsen beyond the arc, drives in, Stickler waiting for him, dribbles off his foot. There's his brother Mason to save that possession. Now it's Holmgren into the game left side. 1-minute mark of the third. Vikings very deliberately passing around the arc. Aiden Knudsen is going to try a 3. Got it! Triple! Aiden Knudsen, his 2nd of the game. He's got 6, and that was a big one for the Vikings. 5-point lead now as Combs walks it in. We're at 42 seconds. Farron over to Isaac Jones, fakes the shot, drives in, gets stuck, kick out Farron, 3-ball on top, got it again! Brody Farron is on fire. He nailed his 4th triple of the game. 39-31, 25 seconds now. They've got to watch the fouls as we go down this third quarter. There's Farron on Knudsen. Aiden fake the drive, got it to Holmgren. There's Johnson now. 10, 9, time is ticking down in the third quarter. There's Mason Knudsen. Johnson got by Davis, step back 3, no good. Rebound Combs, and that's the quarter. Haines Glacier Bears 39, Petersburg Vikings 31. We're gonna send it back to KFSK for 1 minute. We're back in the Haines High School Gymnasium. Are you not entertained by this one? Playoff atmosphere, both teams pedal to the metal. Intensity, energy levels, max. And it is going to be Vikings basketball as we resume play. Coach Brock is back on the bench. We had a whistle on the inbounds, making sure the scores table is ready to roll. They are. And now we're going to start the fourth quarter. Nice pressure on the inbounds by the Bears. Johnson grabs it, he walks it in. J.C. Davis on him. Utomsky in, Mason Knutson in. So some bench players, Holmgren also for the Vikings. So let's see, 3 bench players, 2 starters start the floor for the Vikings. There's Mason Knutson, tries to drive the lane, loses it. There's J.C. Davis. If the ball gets around him, those vice grip hands close down, and it is game over for the defense. Combs can't get it. Rebound comes to Johnson. He's going to drive down the left side and get it across. Crosses over on J.C. Holmgren flanks him on the right side. There is Mason Knutson. Swung over to Holmgren. He will swing it. 30-second timeout. Coach Brock is watching that half-court offense get a little slow, a little stagnated, so he's going to bring the troops in, talk things over. 39-31. This is a great way to close out the home series for the Glacier Bears with that level of intensity that always goes on when you've got 2 top teams squaring off with regional seeding on the line. It will be Vikings basketball side out right in front of their bench. It's going to be Johnson with JC trying to read that pass, almost kicked it away. Pretty close. Knutson, Powick back into the game. Kendall on top. Aiden Knutson back into the game. He sets a cross lane screen for Johnson. He was there for a moment, couldn't find him. Knutson, 3-ball on top. No good. Nice soft touch by the big man. Offensive rebound by Johnson gives the Vikings another look. Haven't seen Tao back into the game since that ankle roll. There is Powick, can't get it to go. Farron clears it. Looking down the floor, he's got Stickler on the right, Jones on the left. He thinks better of it. Hands off to Combs. There's Stickler down low on the block. He's up and no good. Good defense that time by Johnson, I believe, was on him. Candle awkwardly gathers and scores. Tough finish by Ben Candle. That was not easy. And he starts the scoring for the fourth quarter for the Vikings. 6-point lead Bears. They operate in the half. Isaac Jones, 3-ball left side, short, kind of rushed that one. And it is off Stickler, I believe. It will be Petersburg basketball coming back. The pressure is mostly off. They're not guarding inbounder. Jones is going to follow Powick up the floor. He gets a little step on him, but Jones recovers. There's Candle over to Johnson. Johnson loses it over to Powick. Kind of looked like he was trying to draw a foul, but nothing doing. Here's Powick now, swung over to Johnson. Quickly, Candle, quick ball movement, but no real attack by the Vikings. Over to Knutson, 5:12 left in the fourth. Johnson directing traffic. No screen, runner in the lane, tough shot, drops. Nice take, teardrop runner, Camden Johnson. He's got 6 now for the Vikings. Comes into the front court, gets to the hoop, shot up, good! The senior gets his 4th bucket of the game. No 3-balls for Combs yet, but he finishes that one, gets that bucket right back for the Bears. 6-point lead remains. Johnson takes a 3. There's Pollock left side. Swung over to Mason. There's Aiden Knudsen, another triple. He is heating up, and we have a 30-second timeout by Coach Brock. Okay. Knudsen hits the triple. He's getting hot from beyond the arc. That's his third of the game, second of the second half. He's usually a post player, and there was a little confusion about that timeout, but it is a timeout after the basket. So Coach Brock brings his guys in. He has 2 full timeouts remaining. Coach Combs has 2 fulls, 2 30s. So 41-38. Tight one tonight. I kind of figured tonight's game would be a lot different than last night, and that's exactly what we got. Looks like Logan Tao is good enough to check in, and he's talking things over as he waits at the scorer's table. Farron on top, Mason Knudsen on him. Combs, Farron. Back to Combs, trying to find space to get a shot off. There is none. Combs gets in the lane, shot up, he's fouled on his way in. That is going to be Kendall, his second 2 free throws coming for Combs. Nice drive down the right side, gets him to the line. Jim is quiet. One of those rare moments of silence. Trying to keep their shooters focused. Combs nails the front end. Second one for Combs is no good. Long rebound finds James Stickler. He had kind of a shot if he knew where he was, but here's Combs going to try it again. No good. Good look for him. Nice trip for the Bears. Only results in 1 point. 42-38. 3:50 in the fourth. Powell, Isaac Jones on him. Settling things down. 1-4 for the Vikings. Tao had position down low. They can't find him. Here's Kendall. Skip past Johnson. Farron following him. He gets into the lane, shot up. He falls down, gets the and one. Camden Johnson, aggressive take to the hoop. Gets the and one, and that is going to be Brody Farron's first foul, so no issue there. Nice aggressive take by Johnson, and he will be shooting one. It's good. 3-point play the hard way. Camden Johnson now with 9 for the Vikings. Here comes Combs into the front court. Full timeout. Coach Brian Combs. Good time to check in with the fellas. Kind of set the stage here as they have a 1-point lead with 3:23 left. We're going to take a 60-second break. Glacier Bears 42, Vikings 41, 3:23 remains on the clock. Coach Brock has 2 full timeouts. Coach Combs has 1 full 2 30s remaining. Those are gold down the stretch. Combs tries to get interfering. Contested pass finds its home. There's Combs, 3-ball, right side, short. Rebound is gathered by Stickler. Cleans it up. The senior helps out his fellow senior. He's got 10 now. That was a big rebound put back for the Bears. Tao down low, scores just like that. He's been finding position down low. They finally found him that time. He's got 4 in this one. And he is back for the Vikings at the right time. Stickler, nice spin move up short. It is knocked out of bounds, but saved. Nice play by Tao, saving that to Mason Knutson, and here come the Vikings, 44-43. 2:30 mark of this one. Jones out on Powick, not letting him breathe. Tao now, hand off to Mason. Mason finds space in the lane, kick out to Johnson. Mason, Powick. There's Aiden Knutson, Stickler on him. They found Tao in the post. He's fouled on the way in. There was a mismatch by the Bears as Isaac Jones found himself guarding the post against Logan Tao. And he got to the rack, drew the foul. That's 4 on Isaac now, as Logan Tao has 2 free throws coming. First one is good, and we are tied 4s across on the board. Second free throw for Tao is in and out. Farron grabs it. He's going to take it himself. He's across. Combs flanking him on the left side. Isaac Jones right side. Handoff Combs. Powick on him. There's Farron, high post. Pivots, looking for a cutter. There's Combs leaking out, baseline. Now he's in the lane, hop step, shot up, no good. Kind of a tough one for him. There is Stickler tying up the Vikings, and we're going to have a foul on Stickler. So that was a battle for the rebound. Does not go Haines' way. They have 3 team fouls, and the Vikings won as we head down the stretch. Tie game 150. Powick brings it across. Fans shouting for defense. Mason thought about a shot, picked up his dribble. There's Aiden Knutson on top. Johnson now. There's Combs, cuts off his dribble. Beat him to the spot. Dead ball Johnson. Over to Powick now. Isaac Jones with 4, guards him. Aiden Knutson down the lane. Awkward pass to Powick is gathered. Mason kicked out. Tao 3-ball left side. In and out, halfway down. Fans astonished. Here's Farron now, 110. And Coach Combs is going to use a full timeout. I thought he didn't have any, but we're just going to say that's a full. Oh, no, that's his last full. 2:30s remain for Brian Combs, and we're going to keep it right here in this tight ball game. So I'm looking at 2:30s for the Bears, and the Vikings have 2 fulls. So each coach with 2 timeouts. Glacier Bears have 3 team fouls. Vikings only 1, so that is not an issue for them. The only player that really has to watch it is Isaac Jones with those 4 fouls. And if I believe, I don't think there's been a substitution for the Bears in this half. So they're going to ride it out with their starters, it looks like, if at all possible. And the Vikings have had a little more of a rotation. However, all of their fourth quarter points have come from starters. Johnson has 5 for them, 3 each, Knutson and Tao, and Kendall 2 in the fourth quarter. So they are riding the guys that got them here. Both teams are, and we have 1:09 on the clock. As we come out of the full timeout, we'll see if the Bears are going to try to hold for 1 or not. They have a lot of capable ball handlers, and last night they pretty much ran out about the last 2.5 minutes with some savvy ball possession down the stretch. So here is Combs. Bears look like they're taking some air out of the basketball early. They had Stickler down low, but no interest in really driving the lane. No 5 count here. We're at 50 seconds now. There's J.C. Davis. content to run clock. We're at 40 seconds now. No 5-second count being made. Now it's on. Now it's off. Down low, they find Stickler underneath. He got fouled, but he finishes anyway. No call. He got bumped. Now there is a call. We got a call finally. I mean, that was clear as day. That was pretty brilliant offensive basketball by the Bears to take all the air out and then find Stickler underneath all of a sudden. And with the basket out of the timeout, we're going to have Coach Brock take a full timeout, and we will send it back for 1 minute to KFSK. When we come back, Stickler at the line, shooting one. Well, a lot of chatter coming out of that timeout. If that was a planned possession by the Bears, that is next level thinking, because they were just kind of taking the air out of the basketball. It looked like they were holding for one, and then lightning struck. They found Stickler open on the low block, and he converted the basket. Here's the free throw. It is good. 3-point play the hard way. 13 for Stickler. And here come the Vikings down 3, 25-24. Time is ticking. They need a quick shot. There's Powell now, left side. J.C. Davis takes away the towel. Entry pass. Johnson ties it up. Camden Johnson with a huge triple for the Vikings. And we are tied 9-7, 6-5. Screen by Stickler. Combs gets in. Shot up and good. Although they're going to call a charge. No bodies were set, in my opinion, as Combs attacked the basket, and that is a charge on Combs. You can hear the reaction by fans in the gym. Stolen away, Farron. 1 second, he's got a 3-ball shot. It's up, it's no good. We're going to overtime. Overtime, folks, 47 apiece. At the end of regulation, Farron stole that inbounds pass and had a look for the Bears. He does not get it. So we are headed to overtime. A 16-point quarter for the Vikings. They have 47. The Glacier Bears with an 8-point fourth quarter. They also have 47. We are ticking down to the overtime period. I believe each coach gets one additional timeout. And here we go. What a fitting end to this one going into OT. These two heavyweights will battle for bonus time. Combs, 4 fouls. Isaac Jones, 4 fouls. No real foul trouble for the Vikings. Aiden Knudsen with 3 and a couple other players with 2. So that sets the stage. The Bears are locked in formation, talking things over, pumping each other up as we go into the OT period. 4 minutes on the clock, and we will jump it up. Stickler, Tao in the center ring. High drama action in the Haines High Gym. We're away. Stickler taps it to Combs. Combs will walk it across. There's Farron. Over to Jones. Farron leads all scorers with 16. Fans are alive. Down low, Stickler in the block. Left hand spin move, shot up short. Tao grabs it, and the Vikings will come the other way. Mason Knudsen on the wing. Aiden on top. There's Pollock, fakes the shot. Jones on him. Now down low. Aiden gets it to Mason on the baseline. Pulls out. Johnson. They'll run it again. Pollock looking for a cutter. It's not there. Johnson down the lane. Kick out. Mason Knudsen, 3-ball right side. Triple. Mason Knudsen all alone. He splashes it. And now the Vikings with a 3-point lead. 2:49 in overtime. J.C. Davis now. Over to Colton. Colton gets into the lane. He's stopped. Shovel pass. Farron, 3-ball short. Out of bounds, saved by Stickler into the hands of Johnson. And the Bears retreat to set up their half-court D. Aiden Knudsen had a space. Gets stolen away by Combs. Tried to get it to Johnson. Combs has Isaac Jones underneath. Oh, he tried to score in the air, and it went off the bottom of the backboard. And now there's a foul called on James Stickler as the ball was kind of being knocked around. That will be Stickler's third. And now the Bears are over the limit, so the Vikings will go to the line. And I'm trying to figure out who it was. Maybe Johnson? No, it'll be Mason Knudsen going to the line for the Vikings. 2 shots coming up. It was a good look in transition. Jones just got a little too far underneath. Instead of a catch and score, tried to do it all in one motion. So 2 big free throws coming for the Vikings. First one is good. He's got all 4 points in this overtime period. And he's got 14 for the game for the sophomore off the bench. Strong. It's just been a strong day overall for Mason. Played a pretty awesome JV game as we started out our triple header in the gym. Second one is no good. Long rebound. JC had position. Brody Farron grabs it, and he will take it himself. 51-47, 2:10 left in this one, in the overtime period. Stickler in the high post. Wants to get it to Combs. It's not there. Dribbles in, loses it. Now he's stepped through, scored. He's fouled and won. James Stickler finds some daylight. He kind of ran out of options on that one. Found the rack. He scores. 1 free throw coming. (51-49). One coming. I was looking at referee Jones telling Coach Brock to stay on his side of the fence. Stickler doesn't get it. 2-point lead for the Vikings and the ball. We're under 2 in overtime. Pollock walks it in. Jones right there, step for step. Down low, Tao had position, couldn't get it. Rolled around and out. Here's Combs now on the run. 1:40 left. Kind of loses the dribble, gets it to Farron, and he will reset. Combs on the left side. Stickler in the high post. Turns around, he's going to drive the lane. He's bumped, gets it, shot up, good, and one! He scores! But we have a timeout call as Stickler was driving down the lane. So that will be Haines' timeout and a 30-second timeout. Well, that's unfortunate. I'm not sure when Combs was motioning to take that timeout, but maybe when Stickler was kind of stuck and the referee finally saw that. Who knows? But anyway, Stickler does not get the bucket, so Haines will have the basketball still down 2 coming out of this one. Whoever wins this game, it's a great playoff intensity and great kind of tension in this one for each team to get used to, because when they head down to Juneau in early March, this is what you can expect in the Region 5 tourney. So valuable experience for both teams. regardless of who gets out of here with the dub. It'll be Farron inbounding. Out of the timeout, I believe Haines has 2 left. Each coach has 2 left. J.C. Davis underneath, ties it! Nice inbound play. J.C., good time for his first bucket of the game. And we're tied at 51. 1:15 left in the overtime period. Powick looking for Tao. He's beyond the arc. Handoff to Johnson. Drives on Combs. Nice defense by him. Powick 3-ball, no good. Weak side rebound, almost tipped in by Tao. Can't get it to go, so now here's Combs into the front court, and it's the same situation for the Bears that they had at the end of regulation. We'll see what they do, but right now, Combs is taking air out of the basketball. No 5-second count whatsoever. Now Powick attacks him, and Combs is on the move. Can't get it. Rebound by Powick. Here come the Vikings now, 31-30. Nice look for Combs down the left side, but can't get it to drop. And the Vikings are going to call a timeout. We'll see if it's a 30. It is a full timeout. We're going to keep it here. I need some water. Let's get a water bottle here. Why don't we do that? Okay. 51-51. I feel like second overtime is definitely in play here. Combs had a great look down the left side, kind of one of his patented jump hop, hit the ball high up off the square and score, but that one did not go, so the Bears have had opportunities. Each team has scored 4 points in the overtime. Mason Knutson all 4 for the Vikings, and we have James Stickler 2 and J.C. Davis 2 for the Glacier Bears. Vikings basketball, 28.3. Let's see if they hold for one or maybe just go on the attack. It's in. Powick. Isaac Jones on him. 24-23. The senior heads are in the crowd cheering on their players. Powick will pull out 15-14. Looks like they're holding for one. Jones not letting them rest easy though. He's trying to get past him. Jones is scrambling. Now he has space. Gets in the lane. He fell down. He got the foul. 2 free throws coming for Powick. And that will be on James Stickler, his 4th. So Powick with 2 free throws coming. 6.3 on the board. I would say these free throws are fairly large, wouldn't you? I think we can all agree about that. 2 for Powick. The gym is quiet. Good sportsmanship by the Haines fans. First one is no good. And it's going to be Candle. It's going to check in for Mason Knutson. 6.3 remain. Bears have 2 timeouts. The Vikings have 1. Second free throw is also fairly large. It is up and good. He knocks it down. Here come the Bears. Colton Combs on the run. Long pass to J.C. Davis, right side. 3-2. They need to get a shot off. Combs fumbles it. 3-ball is up and no good. Petersburg Vikings get out of here with a 52-51 overtime win. What a basketball game, folks.